money, about fortune. It was about power. And it would become one of the biggest divorce trials in British legal history. This is the story of how love turned into war. Let's begin. Every relationship begins with hope, trust, and love. Two people promise to stand by each other through every stage of life. But time has a way of changing things. Circumstances shift, priorities evolve, and sometimes the people who once believed they could never live without each other slowly become strangers. The story opens with what appears to be a calm and respectful conversation. Both individuals sit across from one another, speaking politely. On the surface, everything seems peaceful, but beneath their words lie years of silence, disappointment, and emotional distance. One of them says confidently, "I think we're both very reasonable people." The other replies with a slight smile, "I would second that." At first, these words sound reassuring. However, they soon reveal that they are among the final moments of civility before the relationship completely falls apart. Then comes the painful realization. "It seems we've grown apart." That single sentence summarizes years of misunderstandings, broken promises, and growing emotional separation. Neither person expected their marriage to end this way, yet both realize there may be no path back. As the discussion turns toward divorce, a lawyer makes an unexpected observation. Divorce, like marriage, is all about commitment. It may sound ironic, but ending a marriage often requires just as much determination as beginning one. Difficult decisions must be made, emotions must be confronted, and lives must be rebuilt. The response comes quickly. "For me, that's never been an issue." The reply reveals how differently the two now view their relationship. What once united them has slowly become a source of conflict. Soon the private dispute becomes public. Legal experts describe it as one of the biggest divorce trials in British legal history. Newspapers publish fresh headlines every day, television programs analyze every development, and social media fills with speculation, rumors, and opinions from people who know only fragments of the truth. Amid the media storm comes one heartbreaking confession. "I have no idea who I've been married to." It is more than an expression of disappointment. It reflects the complete collapse of trust. The person who was once closest now feels like a stranger. Before long, accusations begin to dominate the conversation. "Just make it sound like I'm the villain." The legal team responds by reminding their client that, in court, perception can matter almost as much as evidence. Another voice adds, "Let us not forget, you are the wronged party here." But almost immediately someone counters, "Or perhaps you're the wrong party." The courtroom becomes a place where truth, emotion, and legal strategy constantly collide. Lawyers focus on evidence, while the public often forms opinions based on headlines rather than facts. As the trial continues, the pressure intensifies. Every day brings another newspaper article, another online rumor, and another television debate. Privacy disappears completely. One frustrated voice says, "We're in the papers every day. There's stuff online." Their lives have become public entertainment, with every detail examined and every rumor amplified. The lawyers prepare for an increasingly aggressive legal battle. "We can play dirty if we have to." The response is even harsher. "If they play dirty, we will be total and utter filth." The divorce is no longer just a legal process. It has become a full-scale war in which every statement is treated like a weapon and every piece of evidence becomes another move in a strategic battle. Finally, someone declares, the battle commences. Each day in court pushes the couple further apart. Every witness, every document, and every argument deepens the divide. What was once a deeply personal relationship has become a public spectacle. Watching the conflict unfold, someone can only say, unbelievable. Sometimes reality is far more dramatic than fiction. Then comes another memorable remark. You can't divorce your divorce. The statement suggests that once a legal battle reaches this stage, its consequences continue long after the court has reached a decision. The emotional scars, damaged reputations, and personal losses remain for years. As the proceedings continue, another issue takes center stage: money. There are no lengths to which people won't go if they think they can get a slice. The conflict is no longer driven solely by heartbreak. Wealth, power, and financial interests have become equally important. The final remark captures the intensity of the dispute. Let's take him for every penny he's got. And he's got quite a few. By this point, the case is no longer simply about the end of a marriage, it is about fortune, reputation, power, and the price people are willing to pay or demand when love turns into conflict. In the end, this story reminds us that behind every glamorous public image may lie private struggles that the world never sees. Sometimes the hardest battles are not fought in courtrooms but within the human heart. When trust is broken, it is not only a marriage that ends. Years of memories, dreams, and shared hopes can disappear with it. The final question is not who won the case or who walked away with more money. The real question is far more profound: after such a devastating battle, did anyone truly win at all?